What the hell's going to happen in Dallas? I mean, this is we are approaching hot mess territory really fast.
I loved it when I heard that Dion, he called him.
Yeah. I think that makes such perfect sense. We talked about this a couple podcasts ago about punctuating Jerry's career. I think it was right after the Landman appearance.
Right.
And we were just saying, that this is the perfect way for Jerry to bring all the attention to Dallas, to bring back one of his chosen people. He loves Dion. He loves the attention. He loves what it would mean. And who do we have that week on? Because it was, let me think about it.
Was it Stephen A?
Was it Stephen A? Because he said that Jerry would not want to share the spotlight with a coach like that. And I couldn't have disagreed more vehemently, because I think it makes perfect sense to bring in Deion Sanders, because you know that once Dion comes, others will follow. It seems to me like right now, no one is the Pied Piper of football more than Deion Sanders. Does that then open the doors for Michael to start coaching wide receivers? Will we see Sapp come with him? Like, will we see?
These are all the questions that would come with Dion. And, I from his reputation in this league, and in Jerry Jones, is he doesn't pay coaches.
Well, I have a question for both of you.
He doesn't pay coaches. And you know who's kind of like that too is our next door neighbor down the road with the Los Angeles Lakers, who is basically the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
Interesting.
And the last coach that they paid was Phil.
Yep.
Interesting.
No doubt.
And they don't pay. I mean, Belichick.
That's an interesting analogy.
At the end of his tenure, Belichick reportedly was making $20 to $25 million a year. And some of these coaches right now, Jerry isn't gonna, and Dion would command a salary of a certain standard to leave Colorado and to leave what he is building there, and to leave it just 2 years in, and to leave the comfort of being a coach in the Big 12, where you have a path to the college football playoffs that I proffer to say, and this is not just me caping for the Big 10, a lot easier to make the college football playoffs in the Big 12 than the Big 10. A lot easier to make the college football playoffs in the Big 12 than the SEC, which is maybe why Belichick takes a job in North Carolina, because it's much easier to make the college football playoffs in the ACC. You in the ACC, and Bill Belichick's on the sideline of a college football playoff lookout. For Dion to leave that, he would have to bring his staff. He would have to have the people that he wants to bring. Does Jerry want to cough up the coin for that? You'd have to really sit here and think about that, because he doesn't do that normally.
I have a question for you both. Dion has stated he wants to coach his son or sons in the NFL. Well, Dallas already has a quarterback under contract.
Correct.
Is that going to impact a decision Dion makes, do you think?
I think Dion loves where he is. Again, I haven't spoken to him off camera, and I just, having known him, and I see what he has built, and I see what he posts, and I see how he goes about his business, and how he posted a video the other day of a member of the CU community telling him that his congratulations, your team has an average, a GPA
wasn't
average of 3.0
that wonderful?
or better.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
And because everything Dion does, people assume it's for show, but he really that really does mean a ton to him, and so he is building something there. For him to just tap out of it, to go to Dallas without the people that he would want to bring or whatever, I don't know. I think when Dion said the other day is that he wants to coach his sons, plural. Okay. To me, I'm I guess maybe more fluent in Dion than others, potentially, having worked with him for as much as I did. I took that to mean, hey, everybody, you're all talking about Shador, which is great. I got Shiloh coming out too. And this guy is draftable in the same way, and don't forget about Shiloh either. Dion knows the way this works, that if he goes to Dallas, Dak's making $60 million, that's going to be his quarterback, period. And plus, they're too far down the draft to go trade up to go get him, which is why everybody was mentioning Vegas for him, even though he and Antonio Pierce are represented by the same people. So I don't know what's real and what's not, because again, I'm staying away from calling him and texting him or this sort of thing. It'll all come out in the wash. But as of this recording, the Cowboys are speaking to their offensive coordinator and Brian Schottenheimer, who checks a couple of boxes for the Cowboys. One, it's continuity, which is what Dak wanted with Mike McCarthy to stay. So Brian Schottenheimer can do this. Schottenheimer's been a coach in this league for a very long time, although he's never been an HC, so he doesn't check the HC box. We all know who his dad was and how he's been a football lifer. But he also checks the box of being less expensive.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.